Hello, Internet. This is Whispering Whim, bringing you another grocery haul today. It's a bit of a big one. I've been kind of having weird shopping trips lately, right? And I also needed to get some house basics like toilet paper. So I went to Sam's Club and got the super giant pack, right? On the one hand, it's really hard to spend $25 on toilet paper all at once. But on the other hand, it's really nice to not have to buy it for months and months and months on end, right? So, what can you do? Another bulk item purchase I got was a whole bunch of toothpaste. So that was $17 all by itself. But again, it lasts a long time. Of course, I got my meat, so big old pack of ground beef, and then hiding off to the corner here is some chicken that I'm gonna throw in the fridge right now. While I was there, I also picked up a rather large box of pizza bread. Last week, I had some surgery done on my jawbone and my gums, and it's on both sides, so I haven't been able to eat solid foods. And he's been living off of burritos half the time, so I figured I'd get some pizza for variety. I have been overly nice though, because like I said, he's only been eating burritos like half the time. The other half, I have been cooking him dinner, even though I eat canned soup. But I'm hoping that it won't be too much longer until I can eat lots of solid foods. But until I heal, I am going off the diet for like 3 weeks. Yikes. Moving right along, I got some avocado, nice healthy fat, and when they ripen up, they'll be nice and squishy, right? I got another big old pack of olives. You may recall that the boy really likes dirty martinis, like super duper dirty, which just means more olive juice. Big old bag of apples. It's definitely apple season, so they're cheaper than usual, right? And then here's a fun mix to kind of spice up his lunches a little bit. So that should be some tasty treats. And we're still not done with Sam's Club yet. I went whole hog this month. I got celery. It's like $2.50 for, basically 3 celery hearts. So it's a pretty good deal. Some hummus for his lunches, as I spoil my boy. And a nice giant bag of carrots. And finally, to finish off the Sam's Club portion of our grocery haul, we have a giant pack again. It's all giant when it's at Sam's Club. Marinara sauce. Spaghetti is typically soft enough for me to eat right now, so it's a good food. Next, we'll jump into my Winco haul. First up is some pepper potato chips. And then this is a guilty pleasure, some bread for me. I figured since I have to eat lots of soft things, right? Just until my gums heal over. And if I was going to go off diet anyways, I might as well enjoy it a little bit. Got some taco seasoning and some curry seasoning. Next up are some dental picks, which I'm sad I can't use them for like a whole month. No flossing or picking at my teeth. Which makes you want to do it more. I have never wanted to floss so much in my life. Nothing like being told that you're not allowed to do something, right? but the boy still needs to clean his teeth, and like I said, a month will go by and I'll have these here. Next up is some fun stuff. I've got lots and lots of chocolate. It is, of course, the holiday season, right? And I am known for making all sorts of chocolates, so caramel, truffles, and then my soon-to-be mother-in-law's favorite, which is trail mix chocolate. So I'm going to be making lots of gifts here soon. That chocolate base that I get from Winco, it comes in these giant blocks, and they smash them down into kind of smaller blocks, right? So if you're ever making any chocolate thing, look for that in the bin section. As far as like not going to a specialty store or like paying $1 million for chocolate, some of the best quality like chocolate base that I personally have found, so something to keep in mind. Next up, some mashed potatoes, which are nice and soft. Here's the raisins for that trail mix chocolate bar that I make for the future mother-in-law. And we have lots and lots of jalapenos because my guy loves his spice, right? And then the beginnings of all the dreaded soup. I've been eating soup at least once a day for like a week now. I'm so tired of soup. But I picked up some different kinds, so maybe just the change in flavor will help make it a little more palatable, right? Of course, I still picked up some of the classic chicken noodle because it's always a good standby, right? Even if you're tired of soup, it's still okay. Some potatoes will round out that little bag right there. You'll notice that that bag that I emptied out was a regular plastic bag, which I try to avoid. But it seems like the more bags I collect, the more they like go off and get used for other things. So I have to go hunt all my reusable bags down. Next up, we have some very beat up beets poking out of this bag. Life was not kind to these guys. The bulb part will actually stay fresh a little bit longer if you leave the leaves attached. Plus, I think it's cheaper on labor costs. So usually I find beets with the leaves, and usually I get them stuck in my car door. Next up, we have the gummy party mix. You may recall that I got these to try. I was going to bring them down to Thanksgiving, and they were a smashing hit and quite tasty, so I decided to pick up one more bag. Kind of part of my might as well enjoy being off diet, even if the reason for being off diet isn't fun, right? And then we have some good old half and half, because you know I'm a big coffee drinker. Here is the other half of the trail mix chocolate bar equation. These are toffee peanuts that have been rolled in coconut. They're quite decadent, but I like them. Hiding at the bottom of this bag, we have more of the dreaded soups. So we've got creamy chicken and dumplings, beef pot roast with country vegetables, and some chicken and orzo with lemon. So That should give me a variety of flavors to try out. Last but not least, for this little bag here, we have a pint of heavy cream. When you make truffles, or at least when you make like a classic truffle, I see people calling lots of things truffles these days that aren't. But anyways, a classic truffle has ganache in the middle, which is just chocolate and heavy cream. So it's actually pretty easy to make the mix, although it takes some patience to roll it in a ball and get them coated. Next up is my giant bag that I got from Michael's, which fell over in the car like twice. So I hope my poor bananas aren't too bruised up. I got 7 bananas, which is a large bunch for me, but they're nice and soft and they're tasty, so I figured I'd go through them. The boy hates bananas though, so this is all on me. I picked up some little protein cookie bar things for the boys' lunch. It's a new product, so it's blueberry almond flavor, and it has 10 grams of protein, which isn't a huge amount, but it's good for a snack bar, right? And then this is my last little cheat, I swear. I love dipping biscotti in coffee, but of course this isn't a very good diet food, right? So I haven't had them in ages, and I was poking around thinking about what I could eat, and a nice biscotti soaked in coffee. Not only does it sound tasty, it sounds nice and mushy. Moving right along from the biscotti daydreams there. We got some tuna fish. There's more hiding somewhere. Some crackers. And taco shells for the boy. Okay, and I might have lied a little bit. I got one more I'm off the diet indulgent item. I picked up some soba noodles so that I can make stir fry for dinner. I might have to wait a few more days for the healing, but it's still kind of a medium soft texture, so I'm looking forward to having stir fry a lot. Some Triscuits for the boy. I picked up 2 boxes this time around. He has started eating these like even more than usual, so I have to buy more than one so that I actually have some left over for his lunches. Now I have found the rest of the tuna fish, so good source of protein, right? Got some Nutella as a special treat for my guy. Just kind of add some variety back in his lunches. They've been kind of boring lately between me being extra thrifty and also having weird shopping trips. His lunches they've been a little boring. Nutritious, but boring. Speaking of not nutritious, here's some butter. I love to cook in butter. Some pot stickers. We've got a big old box of rice and a little box of Eggos. Boy really likes Eggos, and I haven't bought them in a while because they're kind of like a junk food to me, but he was getting tired of donuts, which is also a junk food, so we're swapping it out. Let's see here. Here's some corn and a box of trash bags. And we got some spaghetti to go with those 3 jars of sauce. 3 2-pound jars of sauce. And some Ziploc baggies so I can divide up all that meat I got. We are down to our final bag. And you can kind of consider this a bonus bag because Winco and Sam's Club don't have the vegetables that make my diet easier. And I will be going back on it before the next grocery haul. So, got a couple of different varieties. Got the risotto blend, which just means they threw in some mushrooms. A broccoli one. Some spiral cut zucchini. Last but not least, I'm going to try this cauliflower sweet potato blend. I don't know quite yet how I'm going to cook it, but it looked interesting and I can only get it at Walmart, so I got it while I could. And then finally, to end my video, ASMR Fiend had asked to see some more of my ornaments that I've been felting. So here's a little snowman. I think you might have already seen the penguin. I can't recall. And then the next two are very special. For my sister's Christmas gift, I decided to try my hand at a little more realism. And so I made little portraits of her 2 dogs. She has a beagle and then sort of a mixed mutt. And I think I did pretty good, if I do say so myself. It's not exact, but part of that is that I wanted to keep sort of the roundness of, an ornament shape rather than make it longer. That would have been more accurate for a dog head. But I hope she likes them. With that, I think we're at the end of the video. Shout out to Treasure Vale, Chicago Born, Quiet Noise, and many, many more. You guys are so awesome. You really make my day with all your wonderful comments. So keep them coming, and I will hopefully have one more video for you this year. So I won't say Happy New Year quite yet. But Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.